Oh my goodness. Did you eat your breakfast, buddy? Did you eat your breakfast? Look at this nice mess. Look at this nice mess, yeah. I'm in Florida and I'm on my first camping trip at the Seven Sisters Campground. And I'm here only because do you guys know the truck? I mean, do you guys know this bus? Do you know the bus? Do you know the bus? They're amazing. Another channel that I watch that I really, really like, and I reached out to them, and they were nice enough to respond and tell me I can come and hang out with them. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing it. Alright. Okay, do you guys recognize that? Or do you guys recognize a bus? Or do you recognize them? So this is one of the channels that I watch, That Nomadic Couple.
Alright.
Now, how did you guys come up with that name?
That's a good question.
How did we come up with that name?
I don't know. I always felt like people just never really remembered us. They just go like, "Oh yeah, it's that nomadic couple." You know,
Oh,
nomadic. So I was like, "How about that nomadic couple?"
Well, that's a good one. I liked it.
So
I
that's
like
kind
it.
of how it came about. It wasn't really like a deep thought kind of process.
Yeah, it's pretty
Really?
quick to get a name.
Yeah. We've had quite a few names, but this is the one we stuck with. We changed our YouTube name quite a bit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. But it's been like this for probably 2-3 years now.
Wow. See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. And at this point, it's just going to stay that way because I have the hoodies and the stickers
Yes.
and everything else. And
Yeah, that's a cool hoodie. I like that. That's awesome.
Thank you. Has a little bit of dog hair on it.
That's okay. It's okay, Mr. Bunny Bear. He's over here acting silly. He gets me all hair too.
Right.
Okay, so the questions that I have for you guys. So the next question would be, what advice can you give me for being in Florida now, as far as the best places to sleep overnight and things to see or meetups to go to?
So, as far as the meetups, there is the Tiny House Festival that's coming up in November. I don't know the exact date, do you?
No, I think the 23rd, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, 22nd to something.
I don't know.
Well, do they have a Facebook page?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can Google it. It's the Tiny House Festival in Daytona Beach. It's at the Tandra Outlets. So that's one of them. And then the other one that's even bigger than that is the Schoolie Swarm. And that'll be in February.
Yeah, in Melrose, Florida.
In Melrose, Florida, yeah. That one's supposed to be really nice.
Okay.
So we'll be hanging out at that. And then as far as hanging out, there's tons of boondocking here in Florida. You know, you can, especially if you're a water person, you can pretty much hang by any of the beaches and hang out, or you could also stop at, you know, Cracker Barrels are a big go-to for us because they allow overnight parking. They even have, you know, RV parking.
Yeah.
And you can stop at Lowe's or Love's or Home Depot.
Yeah, well, see, some of those places, though, at night, like if you have an emergency, like me, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I had to go to the bathroom, and if I don't have that,
Yeah, if you don't
Yeah.
have a bathroom,
Station.
yeah, I would say stay.
yeah,
Or rest areas.
like
Yeah.
pilots and stuff.
Yeah,
from
most of
us,
the rest
yeah.
areas are pretty cool down here.
Yeah, the one in Georgia, the last one in Georgia, the one by Savannah, no overnight parking, so they should have called it a break stop.
Yeah,
It's not a rest area because you can't rest.
right.
Yeah.
So how are you going to rest,
Right.
you know? So that's why I'm like, you know, screw this. I'm just going to go on to Florida. So that's
Yeah.
what I did.
Well, you made a good choice.
Yeah, I'm like, I wanted to try and get the trip done because you know how I was going almost on 2 weeks. And I'm like, I'm done. I just had to get it done. I just get in Florida and then you can deal with the rest of it.
Right.
So, yeah. Okay. So, how long? This is for some of the people on my channel that don't know you guys. So,
Okay.
this is going to help them and whoever else. So, how long have you had your channel?
We've probably had it about four or 5 years. but we weren't really so
Active on it.
like really active on it till about 2 or 3 years ago, to the point where we'd be uploading videos every other day or every day.
Mm-hmm.
And we started marketing. We made business cards. We have the shirts and all that stuff. So I'd say about 2 or 3 years. We've been really.
Do you have a Patreon account too, or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah.
Do you have how many? Do you have?
No, we actually just started it.
Oh, you just started it.
Yeah. So there's not too many on there, but we appreciate all the support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have? No, I can list you guys' PayPal and all that in the description box too.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay,
Absolutely.
and to help.
I appreciate
see,
that.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one I have. How did you end up nomadic? And were you part-time and then full-time?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Hey, at least I got some good questions. I got good questions.
Yeah, you get props for good questions. I think it started with me. We were living in Staten Island, New York, and
See, they are from New York. I figured it. I told you.
and the rent there is outrageous. It was just, even back then, like 6-7 years ago, it was really high. Like a 1-bedroom apartment was like $1,200 a month plus, your utilities and stuff like
Oh
that. So
my
you figure by the
God.
time you pay everything, it was probably close to $1,500 with cable and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we just got sick of it. She moved back in with her mom, and I just stayed. Her mom wasn't really too crazy about me staying there, right? At first, she wasn't really open to that idea.
Yeah. My mom doesn't like change, so when I started dating somebody new,
Right. Plus, it was kind of a newer relationship, so she didn't want some rando guy coming in her house.
Yeah.
So I stayed in my SUV,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's kind of how it happened, huh?
pretty much, yeah, I just folded down the back seat and put a sleeping bag in there and slept through the winters.
Oh my
Crazy
God!
snow
In New
and everything.
York?
Oh yeah, it was really cold. I'd go to bed at night with a hat on, my winter jacket, blanket. It was cold. So that's how it started. And then after that, we moved to Florida. We got a 1-bedroom.
well, we came down with only $2,000, no plan, just grabbed all our stuff, sold what we could,
Yeah,
and came down here with no plan.
yeah, no plan. We just knew we had to get out of New York.
Yeah.
So then we came down here. We got a room. We rented a room from somebody for $125, and the guy
A
just
week.
ended up being nuts. A week. Yeah. And
Wow, that was a lot.
$125 a week?
Well, it's almost like 500. What? 500 a month?
Yeah, well, that included everything as well.
Oh, okay.
And we
Okay,
had our own
good.
private shower and everything was kind of
Okay.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and our own entrance.
But then after that, the guy was just crazy. So we were like, we have to get out of here. And we didn't want to pay rent again all over again.
Yeah.
We ended up buying a fifth wheel.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's pretty much how we started our nomadic life. But we didn't have a truck to pull it.
Uh-huh.
So we were kind of stuck somewhere. So like the company towed it to wherever we needed to move it to. It got
Oh.
expensive.
Yeah.
And after that, we just started building out vans and buying RVs. And we bought a Class A at one time and we flipped that. We didn't even keep it.
Yeah. There's a really bad leak in the back, and we just didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just bad. But now, and we went through RVs, fifth wheels, travel trails. We've had everything.
Really?
But this works out the best. It's nice and roomy, and we can just turn the key and go whenever we want.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. See, I'm learning all kind of stuff about you guys. So, okay, well then that answer. Okay, how did you end up nomadic? Okay, what state did you start your nomadic life in? So you answered that question.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I answered that one already. New York.
And you answered the other one. What states are you both originally from? So yeah.
Yeah, New York City, man.
Okay. Do you guys go to meetups with other people?
We do, but not as much as I'd like, only because it's so expensive with the gas. And a lot of the times the meetups aren't in Florida, they'll be in other parts. A lot of people that meetups on like the West Coast, I feel like, or way north or something like that.
Well, I know for us in Michigan, it was always impossible because everything would either be on the West Coast or it would be down south. And
Yeah.
it's like,
It
so
seems
yeah, I
it seems
feel
like
it.
any of the meetups that are down south are usually in the wintertime. Because it's cooler out, so nobody's sweating to death.
Yeah.
Like we were telling you about the Tiny House Festival, and then the Schoolies Forum is coming up. They just had one. We did Nomad Fest.
Oh,
which was-
yeah?
which was nice. Like I was telling you before, it's
Did
nice
you guys
that
take
can-
video of it?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's video on our
Okay, I'm gonna have to see. I gotta catch up.
channel. Yeah,
I'm not perfect, people. I'm not perfect.
So that was nice. Like it was just nice being around like-minded people and not being
then we
judged
went
for
to
once.
the Hippie Fest too.
Oh yeah, and the
there
Hippie
was like-minded
Festival.
people there too.
Yeah, there's video of that on our channel too. That was awesome.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun
That
there.
was really nice.
So you guys like just feel comfortable and you guys have everything you need.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to worry about all of that.
Yeah, it's nice that I don't have to go. Oh, do I have this or that? Everything is in the bus, and we just roll wherever we gotta roll. And
But does that kind of also make you more nervous? Because when you go somewhere, you don't know if someone's going to do something or break in or...
we try to really keep our eye out on locations. Where we're gonna boondock or if I'm gonna leave the bus somewhere. I don't really leave the bus unattended unless it's at like a campground. And then we'll drop the motorcycle and we'll take the motorcycle out. But yeah, I mean, more and more you're hearing about people getting their catalytic converters stolen, which is crazy. I mean, to replace that on this would be probably $500 to $800, and that would really, that would not be good. I would not be a happy camper.
Oh, yeah. I know, that's what's
stuff
scary.
like that, park behind something. That way, if someone does try to steal it, they'll have a little harder chance of doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. But most of the time when we stay like, public places like Cracker Barrels or whatever, we're usually in it.
Yeah.
So if someone's gonna hop onto that bus,
Well, no.
yeah, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna find out pretty shortly. So,
That's cool. Yeah, because that's what I always worry about. I'm like, okay, I have my computer, I have this, I have everything in my van.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I go to this museum or if I go to this thing, it's always in the back of your mind, like, you gotta hurry up and get back to it just to make sure everything's okay sometimes.
Right. The other hard part is with the dog.
Yeah, but yeah, I
Keep
need
your eye out and make sure he's all right. We're actually thinking about getting. I want to get a hotspot. I was telling you, and then I was thinking about getting like a security camera that'll hook up to that I could check on Cody, and keep an eye on the bus and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about putting like a thermometer in front of the camera that way I could see the temperature.
Yeah.
We have air conditioning in the bus, but I could always make sure that it's comfortable for him and he's safe. And
Make sure that the generator didn't shut off for whatever reason while we were out.
right, because you never know. If you're boondocking or whatever and the generator runs out of gas for some reason.
So how did you start, like, with the getting the air conditioner and all that and being able to wire and everything? Was that really complex and everything, or no? Or
Well, our air conditioner is a very simple setup. It's kind of a redneck setup.
Yeah.
We pretty much just our emergency window pushes out on the bus. So we just push it out, and then I put the AC in the window whenever we stop. And then I made a piece of wood that kind of surrounds it and locks it into place.
Oh, okay.
So it's only in when we're stationary.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, every time I stop, I have to lift it in and out. But
Yeah.
eventually, we would like to put it in the back where it's fixed, and all I have to do is plug it in.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Chrome had his, when Disco was still around, and he had his air conditioner when he was doing the DJ stuff. He would put the air conditioner in the van for Disco. I remember that.
Yeah, you need it, especially with the pets, and
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
living in Florida in the summertime. I mean, now it's starting to cool down, so it's not so bad. But in the summertime, when it's 100 degrees and 100% humidity, it's just, if you don't have an air conditioner, I don't know how people survive out here.
The lifestyle
rough.
is very hard down here in this summer.
Yeah, that's why a lot of nomads chase
The 70s.
70-degree
Yeah.
weather. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I did. I tried it out.
Yeah.
I tried it out. I'm like, well, if they could do it, so can I. In my little way, because I can't do it like them, but I could do it something similar.
Right.
So, okay, so who's the one channel you guys enjoy that you would really want to meet?
For me, it's going to be Nomadic Fanatic. I think both of us, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I started watching him back in New York, and he was kind of the one that gave me all the ideas, and that I don't have to do a 9-to-5 job, and I don't have to, pay $1,200 a month in rent. I can get out there and live and see different sites and see different places, and actually have money, on me. Because when we were working in Staten Island, we were both working full-time jobs, and the rent was just about covered. Between rent and car payments and insurance,
Yeah,
and utilities, I mean, you had not much left.
yeah, you're basically
You might be able to go out
broke
to dinner once a month.
Yeah.
And that was your big date night.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, if I want to take her out to dinner, I don't even have to sweat it because my biggest bill is, besides gas, my biggest bill is my insurance, and even that's not terrible. That's a whole nother story on this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to, because I don't have that as a question, but we can actually add that. So, tell me about the kind of work you guys do
We work
to be
on
able to
RVs.
support this.
You want to tell a little bit?
You can do it.
All right.
Because you're the one that mostly does it, so you know what you do.
Right, so I work on RVs. I reseal the roofs on RVs. They're pretty much notorious for leaking. Unfortunately, they're not the best built thing in the world.
Shanna, do you hear that? We're going to send them your way.
Yeah.
Columbia, South Carolina. She needs your help.
I follow the jobs. But I do everything. I reseal RV roofs, cargo trailers. I've done Florida rooms. I do a little bit of everything. And, you know, basically on these RV roofs, they're made out of, most of them are made out of rubber. Some are fiberglass. And they're tall and they're not hard to scratch up and cut. And after a while, especially in the Florida heat, they dry out and they crack, and that's how they start leaking. So that's where I come in, and I reseal roofs, and I stop leaks, and I make your RV look like new. And that supports our van life, or our bus life, I guess you're going to call it.
Yeah.
And we get to travel around and do that, and we just follow the jobs, and then whenever the job is done, we hang out in that area.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
that's
explore
cool.
a new area.
Well, see, that was my questions. Now you can tell me about the schooling and how you guys got into it and all that fun
You want to
stuff.
tell? You can tell that.
Alright, so we had a conversion van before this, and my advice to everyone is go to a shop when you want somebody to touch your stuff, because we didn't. We trusted somebody, and unfortunately they destroyed our van. Our van was mint, our conversion van. And as soon as he touched it, I don't know, it just started going downhill from there. So we were tired of putting money into it, so I was like, you know what? I was like, what do you think about a shuttle bus? I was like, I want to be able to spread out more. Plus we have Cody. It's a little harder when you're living in something with a pet. And I was like, what about a shuttle bus? And he's like, all right. So we were looking. Would it take about like 2 weeks, give or take, to find this?
Not even think that long. We were really looking because our van was on the fritz. It was really ready to go down like any minute. So I was on Facebook Marketplace probably 24/7, even in my sleep, looking for something.
And then we found this. It was like, what, 2.5 hours away?
It was about 3 hours away. It was in Fort Myers.
Yeah. So we were in Cocoa, a Space Coast area. So we drove all the way down to get it. And luckily the conversion van didn't break down. That's what we were worried
Yeah,
about.
I can't believe that made it. 6 hours there and back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then it was a church that had it.
Yeah.
And as soon as I walked inside, I was like, I like it. So,
Yeah, she liked the room.
yeah, the room is
Plus,
really
it's
nice.
it's a bit of a newer vehicle too. We were in a 98, yeah, 98
I think
Chevy Express. So it was nice getting something a little newer, a little more modern.
Yeah.
The gas mileage
cruise
is
control.
great. Right, this has cruise control, which is nice for the highways.
Yeah.
You'll learn to appreciate that if you don't have it. I think the hardest part of this build, though, was getting insurance on it. A lot of like your standard insurance company doesn't want to touch it because they don't like that it's converted. And the only way they'll really touch it is if it's a professional conversion, like if you brought it to a certain company. So since we did everything ourselves, they were like, I don't know. So we ended up finding one company, and they made us send pictures of the inside and outside, and they sent it to their whole underwriting team, and it took a couple days, and we were really getting nervous because our current insurance company found out about the build, and they were like, we're not going to keep your insurance, we're going to drop you.
They gave us like 3 days to find
they
another
didn't
company.
give us a lot of time at all.
Wow.
So we finally found this company, and they gave us insurance.
What's the name of the company?
We went through Allstate.
Went through Allstate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. I called multiple different Allstate agents. Some were like willing to help with that, and some weren't. So it just seems like you have to find an Allstate agent or whatever company you're calling that's willing to work with you.
Yeah.
Because you pretty much with this you have to build pretty much like a custom policy. It's not just like I have a '98 Toyota Corolla and I need insurance on it.
Yeah.
This is like this was a bus and now it's an RV. It's titled and registered and insured as an RV now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And that was a holy fortune too. So if you guys are interested in doing something like this, just it's a cheap lifestyle once it's set up, but before that, it's very expensive to build and insurance.
And you guys can go on their channel and they can It just shut off for a minute. I don't know why. What's it doing?
It doesn't like me.
No, it was it was doing it, and then all of a sudden I noticed that it shut off. I don't know what happened.
It was sick of hearing me.
I'm gonna go take a little whiz around your van, your bus. I don't know why I keep saying van.
Too, don't worry.
Oh yeah, we got love that. We called it a van.
Yeah.
Wow, look at. Oh, it's gasoline too, huh?
Yeah, this is a gas bus. The diesel they're very expensive to maintain. If anything goes, a turbo, it's thousands of dollars. So we decided to go gas. It's a little cheaper to maintain.
Yeah.
But you can see with the air conditioner, we just have the piece of wood on the inside.
Uh-huh.
And that kind of blocks any bugs and stuff from coming
Well,
in.
aren't you afraid, like, if you don't have nothing underneath it to keep it
So
up?
on the inside, we have a piece of wood that's holding it. So even if I push right now, it's not really going to go anywhere.
Oh, okay. Just making sure, because I know when I had the air conditioner in my house window, we had to have something like rigged up like a angle arm type deal.
Well, so the inside, the frame is kind of pushing on the wood, and then on the inside as well, there's a piece of wood that's pushing this up. So there's not really any way. I mean, it's a little loose, but it's not going to fall in.
Yeah,
and like I said, we don't
good.
drive with it.
Well, just make sure it doesn't fall out.
Even it won't come out because of that piece of wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got your thing. You got your little rack for the bike for the. Wow, Grom life. I've got 99 problems, but a mortgage ain't one. Oh, look at the Chihuahua thingy. Aw, the Chihuahua sticker. Go around. If it was meant to go fast, it would be shaped like a fucking brick.
You see people at red lights, they'll be behind us and they'll be reading it, and they're just laughing, and we can just see it in the rearview mirror. It's pretty funny.
Oh, you do have the sticker.
Yeah, I'll have to give you one.
Yeah, I like that. I sleep around.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for letting me talk with you guys and hang out with you guys. I really, 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 really appreciate it.
Absolutely, glad you can make it.
It was amazing. I just ended up like texting, emailing them and commenting on their video, and they answered me. They answered me, people. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
Alright, so you guys gotta go check out their channel.
Yeah, go check it out.
Alright, peace. Okay, so this is the Seven Sisters campsite. Campground. I'll show you the water. It's supposed to be a spring. Oh my god, look how gorgeous. Look how pretty it is. Oh my goodness, look it. Oh my goodness. Look how pretty it is. Wow. My god, it's amazing. That's where we are. Look at that bus. Did you see the manatees? I got him.
That's not the same
I
guy.
got him on video. I got him on video.
Guy and his wife were
Buddy. You're risking your life. Oh my god, look how cute he is. He's so adorable. Wow, he really has attitude.
Yeah.
He really has an attitude. Buddy, no. Buddy, don't even think about it. He will eat you like a Snoopy stack.
It's okay. It's alright.
Oh, the poor baby. He's so jealous. He is so jealous. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, such a poor baby. You're so cute.
Hey, shh. It's okay.
You're so cute. You're adorable. You are so cute. You are so cute.
Movie in the dark, mystery fuel boxes, and creepy bus crawl.
Here for Halloween. Happy Halloween, Halloween.
But